And welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4. I am Lord Forwind, here playing as Maoist Communist China. We're doing pretty good, and at least in the beginning we managed to wipe out 2 of the Chinese miners, so that land is ours, which gives us 3 million manpower pool that we can throw into the war. Plus we have a lot faster, a lot more troops we can field than anyone else in this war right now. We have more reserves. On the other hand, once we lose those reserves, we've lost all our manpower. So that's an issue. At least we've learned one thing, which is that my troops are at least on par with the Japanese in the north. The issue is the nationalists to the south just cannot stop the Japanese army. Not going well. Their army corruption is killing them, although they are going for army reform. Hopefully at that point they'll be able to reform. But at least we're in a lot better shape than we were. What is it saying I need to do? Sorry. Adjust the strike crisis. I already did. Oh, come on. That isn't good. Losing that battle. We can almost fight 1-to-1 with the Japanese, but not quite. In the south, they can't even fight 1-to-1 to save their lives. If they take any more land this way, we have to extend our defense. But we need these strikes taken out so we can actually produce weaponry. Right now we're suffering terribly. Look at all those negatives. Only thing we have going is concentrated infantry for us. That in our producing infantry equipment is really cheap for us. How is the defense looking? Order is restored. Okay. Finally. For now, at least. This guy is getting close to leveling up to 6. How's he doing kill fighter? He's more than halfway. He's also getting some experience for fighting in the desert. Okay, we're about to get another military factory built, which will be good. The Chinese are holding in that mountainous province. They're losing in the south. Ideally what we want is this line to hold, but to lose down here. The longer line, the better, because we can field more soldiers in the long run than can Japan. I just need these guys on the field already. Come on, more troops. Considering we only have 100,000, 120,000 troops, we're doing a pretty good job holding off at least 15 Japanese divisions, including a tank in that area. I really would like Mao to get some level up experience. He's not a really good general per se. This guy is a much better commander. Speaking of which, how are we doing Trickster? Not as good as I'd like. Huh. This guy, we can get him skilled staffer if he had 24 troops. We can make him so he can command more troops at once. Maybe that'll happen at some point. Oh, they've backed off for the moment. Ah, because they're pushing through in the south. That's actually quite fine. We just can't afford to help nationalist China. Oh, they've also landed down here. That's not good. But it looks like they're actually going to be able to beat back the Japanese there for the moment. Come on, you can do it. I wish there was some way for us to, call the Soviets into this war. The Soviets would trounce Japan in a minute. Alas, I don't believe there is a attack Japan option in the Soviet tree. I know there's a attack Soviet option in the Japanese tree, but that's about it. Come on, you just need a little bit more to win that. Okay, let's go for protracted warfare. Time to make our troops that much harder to kick out of our lands. As it is, we already are pretty defensive. Negative 45 from our country. What is that from? They still have a penalty for commitment to the war for a little while at least. I just have to keep my eyes peeled that we don't accidentally lose something. Listen, move order. I know I'll be suffering some attrition sending them there, but wow! Did the Japanese just have a huge breakout to the south. Oof, that's not good. How can you not kill these guys? They literally have no organization left. Ay. Okay. The Khan over here is giving us an expeditionary unit. Not that good, but they have decided to go to communists, so they're actually more on my side than not, which is kind of interesting. Still need to reform our military stuff, but at least Chiang Kai-shek here must be reforming his military. Look at this. They've surrounded these guys. They're totally isolated and they still can't win the fight. Ay. Amazing how weak nationalist China is at the beginning. Not only that, but they've left the port for them to just march in and occupy. Come on, you outnumber these guys like 2 million to 1. They have no organization. Oh, are you going to take it? Oh, they took it! Perfect! That's the breakout to the south there stopped. That is a little bit of an issue, though. I may have to retreat my troops to the hills and mountains there. We're looking like hill fighters going well. Infantry leader, he's almost leveling up. How's Mao doing? Infantry leader's going fairly well. Might as well use my best general. Well, if I'm not using Mao as my general. Use him as a field marshal, let him get some experience in the background. And I'm definitely going to have to readjust my defensive line, aren't I? Shoot. Problem is, we're actually like holding them up north. Only I could really afford to launch an offense on my own, but I can't. Increase production output, I guess. Need lots of troops. I'd really love it if the Soviets would start like supplying me with arms, but that's not going to happen. And of course, the Japanese in the south are still holding out somehow. Just the penalty from the country not being able to do damage is just so strong. At least they're holding in the foothills, even though they couldn't hold the forests or the plains. How's it going? Japan is losing a fair amount of troops. We're killing all of them. Look at that. 113,000 is credited to us. We've only lost 18k. If the war was just between us and Japan, right here, we'd win. Sadly, it isn't. Protracted warfare will make quite a difference, I hope. I just don't want to have to abandon that line of defenses if possible. But I do not see how nationalist China holds out on their own. Moreover, not even holds out, just manages to do anything. They'd outnumber them like 5 to 1 just to gain that area. could rush 3 of these divisions to the field, but I don't know if that would help. I mean, in the long run it would, but... Any chance I can extend this front line? Oh, I can extend it to there. Oh, wait. Huh? Oh, I can extend it all the way down to there. Okay. This is slightly worrisome because it means I have to weaken my defenses up there, but let's rush out some more troops. Maybe that'll shore things up in the meantime. They're not well supplied and they're not well trained. But do I think nationalist China can stop the Japanese? No way. They need that army reform. And they're just not getting it. Look, it doesn't do you much good to garrison troops way out here. You need them on the front lines. Europe history is going as normal. This guy is actually getting really close to leveling up. I sure hope he does. That's not good though, that we're actually losing that fight. Problem is, our troops are better than Nationalist China, but they're still not enough to actually, like, stop them. People's War. That should make my defense look pretty good, yeah. Looks like their offense is fully recovered from commitment to the war. Yep, fully recovered. Shoot. That means now they can start to unleash their full military strength versus us. And while I'd love to attack, it wouldn't end well. It definitely would not end well. We're going to have to bleed them another 1,000,000 man before we can actually really launch an offense. At least, even though I've weakened my defenses, they are still holding for the time being. And they're willing to give me more infantry. Good. I need as much army equipment as possible. If we lose 1 a day, that's a problem. Or 5 plus. We need like 100 something surplus. Problem was I lost all that political power at the beginning, otherwise I'd be able to throw in stuff like entrenchment expert, which would help a lot. Oh no, 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 we cannot lose that. We cannot afford to lose that position. We really can't. Come on. Shoot. That is awful. That is absolutely devastating. Shoot, come on. Darn. Okay, Mao is trying to contain it. The breakout to the south has been stopped for the moment. I just don't think they can deal with the tanks on open terrain. Sucks that we lost all our entrenchment up here too, though. Try to draw off some of the fire for the moment. This guy should be really close to leveling up now. 91%. Hill Fighter's good. Mao's infantry leader's halfway. Hill Fighter is halfway. Desert Fox is nowhere. Let's narrow this down to like 3 or 4 production lines. What do you? Wish I could almost hit this emergency factory conversion. Switch some of these consumer factories into military ones. Oh my, that isn't good. They just broke past us there? Okay, well, we at least need you to reinforce there. We can take out this division. That would be a huge win. Oh, wow, that's amazing. Perfect. March you into there. That was lucky we managed to contain that outbreak. That could have been absolutely disastrous. Really could use you on that front line. Or do whatever you need to do, sorry. Keep accidentally diverting them when they actually need to do what the AI is saying sometimes. So I read a hilarious description of how to win a war in this game the other day. It's pretty much draw 2 lines, press 1 button, conquer a country, unlike Europa, Crusader Kings, or Stellaris. I do like the fact that we can't really, or nor should, have to command every single troop on the front line. That's construction 2. We need excavation 2. I would love to kick these guys out of that province. That's better. Here's another issue though, is my line extends to here but no further. Wherever my troops are, we hold. Wherever they're not, we start losing. The trick for me is I gotta make sure I don't blow all my military strength on winning this war versus the nationalists. Win the war versus Japan, because I'll need it to fight the nationalists. If we win, if this war goes the way they want it to, they're gonna have a lot more land than we are. A lot more reserves and a lot more everything else. If I see a division winning an offense, I can afford to throw one of my troops behind it. My troops are currently making the difference. If we could just break the take's defenses, we'd win half the time. Okay, that's progress. We lost up here though, that sucks. How are you adjusting for that? Okay, you're pulling troops off the other lines. Probably not the smartest move, but I guess that works. The mobile warfare with the attack would be nice, but I have a feeling the defensive is stronger for us. We don't really need any war propaganda, actually, now that I think about it. He is about to level up. He's 4, 5, 3, 4. Let's see what ends up. %. I can't wait and just watch. I gotta keep an eye on everything else. That and make sure all my defenses are entrenched everywhere. Okay, let's extend front line to there. Just to make it that much more secure. We'll let this be the main area of front warfare for now. Since they're not landing in the south, the Chinese fleet is doing their unbelievably heroic defense, which you can actually do as them. You just pretty much put your fleet on offense in the southern provinces, and somehow they manage to stay alive for ages. It's crazy. One of the more ridiculous things I've ever seen in this game. Okay, we'll also pull one of you over. Says we should win in less than a day, but I have a feeling that's not going to happen. 90%. Actually, we might contain the outbreak again. Wow. That would be lucky. At least we got one guy up there. 3 guys. Okay, that outbreak was contained. This goes to show sometimes the AI really does need a human player's eye to say, okay, you can actually break through here if you tried. This is a, what is this, a marsh? This is a plains. I don't want to walk into the plains if I can avoid it. Okay. He has leveled up, so he's now 5-5-3-6. So his consumption has gone down, and his offense has gone up, I think. Okay, Mao is still a long way from leveling up, but he's got Hillfighter and Desert Fox. He's even got some urban warfare stuff. Of course, the only one who's really going to level up at a rapid pace is our general, but having Mao there isn't a bad thing. Honestly, if we could defeat this assault, I probably could win an attack on this province. Oh, okay. I should probably change it so they don't aggressively execute battle plans, I'm just realizing. That could have been devastating. Okay, so that will be it for this video. Somehow we're actually restraining the Japanese for the moment, and in fact, their casualties are significantly higher than they were last game. Because my troops didn't die, I have more of them, and they're in a better position. So, thank you guys all for watching, and we'll continue next time. Bye for now.